Good afternoon. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate this opportunity to come and speak to you. I have a few remarks I'd like to give as to what just happened on the House floor and its significance and what it means. The future has taken root in the present today. Today we find, and the rest of the nation can look on our state with new eyes, with pride and hope. There are many in this capital and our state who have earned the right to speak on this occasion far more than I have. We heard from some of them yesterday. We saw sons weep with fathers because they never thought they would live to celebrate this day together. We saw some who grew up here and left in disappointment say that they are now thinking of coming home to a better Mississippi. Let them come home and help us build a stronger Mississippi. We saw some who planned to leave who said they would stay home. Again, stay and help us build a stronger Mississippi. Those stories bring far more significance to this day than I could ever hope to add. But I cannot help but celebrate it. How sweet it is to celebrate this on the Lord's Day. Many have prayed to Him to bring us to this day, and He has answered. He has brought us here. We are better today than we were yesterday, and because we are better, we are stronger. As we celebrate, we must not look down on those who struggled with this decision. They are worried that they are turning their backs. They're turning their backs on their beliefs or their heritage or their family. They are concerned about where the arguments that justified this decision could lead. They say people will argue that the American flag is just as bad as the Confederate flag, so you must get rid of that too. They are worried because there is a movement in this country to trash everything America stands for. They are correct to recognize that this movement is real and it is a present threat. They are smart and decent members of this legislature who are worried about that movement. When they see talking heads pushing to tear down statues of George Washington and Thomas Jefferson, they worry, and they are right to worry. We should all reject that kind of radicalism. I want to assure them, when it comes time to defend the core values of America, liberty, freedom of speech, freedom of worship, free enterprise, I will be the first in line to protect those things. But the decision to remove the Confederate battle flag does not play into the hands of that radical movement. There is no legitimate comparison between the American flag and the Confederate flag. To equate them is terrible error. America, as Lincoln said, was dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal. The Confederacy was dedicated to the opposite proposition. To embrace one is to reject the other. We did not remove the Confederate battle emblem because we hate the American proposition. We did it because we love what America stands for. The slippery slope argument is based upon this flawed comparison. When we realize that we can be at peace with this decision, we can be free of any heart sickness that we are betraying our heritage. We will realize that we are not betraying our heritage. We are fulfilling it. We are saving it and preserving it for future generations. With this understanding, we can heal the wounds this debate has caused. We can move forward united, dedicated to upholding the rights of people of every race. We will have standing to reach out to a new generation that has come to doubt American ideals. Standing to say, this country is good. It is not perfect, but it is good. Think of what we can do with this unity, with this clarity of purpose. We can say, don't judge this country and state too harshly, because we haven't always been perfectly faithful to our ideals. Join with us to create that more perfect union right here in Mississippi. I do not believe it is a mere accident that we have arrived at this moment on the Lord's Day. I believe He brought us to this moment on this day to remind us that our rights come from Him. Recognizing that, let's move forward united under a flag that places our trust in God.